Hi LEGO fans, welcome to Brick TV. It's Chris here, and today I'm looking at another LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack. This is 71210 Cyborg. Cyborg is from the DC universe, and you'll use that in the game to access the DC universe world, which is the same world as Batman. So, you know, that might be something you've already got. Maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'll just dial it back a little bit, and we'll look at the actual Lego first before we get into the in-game content, because I know a lot of people maybe just are buying these for the minifigures and the Lego and have got no interest in the actual game. It's important to know that you can just buy these and enjoy them, and you don't have to have the game, but the game's wonderful, so I can't recommend it enough. I should also point out that this is just normal Lego, just like any other retail set that you buy. It's not glued together, it's not like a keyring. It comes in two packs in the box, 2 little mini bags, and you just build it as you would normal Lego. So you do not need the bases; they're not attached to the bases. You can just enjoy it as a normal bit of Lego. I should also, while I'm talking about it, point out though that the bases that these come on, this mini build comes on a blank base. You have to have the game in order to write the tag that says this is the Cyberguard. But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just dial it back again. Sorry, I keep jumping. I just want to talk about the game because it's so good. What do we get in the pack? So we've got a rather neat little box. So we get Cyborg and we get the Cyberguard mini build. And on the back it shows you the 2 alternate models that you can build with the parts that come in the box, but you will need the game to get those instructions. The instructions are in game, as I'm about to show you. So we've got two bags of parts in there. We've got what's laughingly called the instructions booklet here, which, as you'll see, this is it. So it shows you how to build Cyborg and his stud shooter, but there's nothing else in it about instructions for the mini build. That's just for the in-game. This is an advertisement for the other fun packs. Here's the level packs and the team packs. And those are the parts that are in the box, and that's it. So there's nothing, you buy that. If you've not got the game, you're not going to know how to build the little Cyberguard mini build. The way that works is when the little base, which is, can you see the unique printing on the base there for Cyborg? That's kind of neat. When you drop this onto the toy pad in the game, it will recognise that it's Cyborg, he'll appear, and then at that point it will give you the option to use the on-screen instructions to build a little Cyberguard. And once you've done that, it then writes to the blank tag here. It then writes it, and the game then recognises this is the Cyberguard from that point on, until you overwrite it with something different. So if you were just thinking of buying this for, say, the minifigure of Cyborg, and you didn't want the rest, you should know that if you try to sell it as the Cyberguard mini build, that is a blank tag. So without the Cyborg minifigure to activate it, there's nothing you can actually do with it. Just a little heads up there. So let's just look at the Lego first, and then oops, that's my camera. Excuse me. We'll look at the Lego first, and then we'll get into the actual in-game abilities. So here we go. So this is Cyborg. As you can see, he's fantastic. This is the very same Cyborg that was in 76028 Darkside Invasion from 2015. It's the identical, it's the same minifigure to everything except the base. The base is unique to Lego Dimensions, but you can pop him off the base. So he's just a normal minifigure made up of all the usual parts. You can just use this in the game, drop this on, and that's all you need. You don't need the minifigure. But it's a cool way of displaying him, and a quick way to know which character base this is. Yes, so what I was saying, that the Darkside Invasion. So it's the same minifigure from that 2015 set. If you missed that set, which is now deleted, so this is a terrific way. There we go, camera. Yeah, this is a terrific way of getting that minifigure if you missed it then. Cheaper way of doing it, because that was quite a pricey set at the time, and since it's now been retired, that price is probably only going to go up. So these retail at £14.99. That's pounds sterling. but they've been out a while now, so you might be able to get a good deal on these. I've seen them reduced in lots and lots of different high street shops and online as well, places like Amazon. So Cyborg, let's just have a look. So I mean, just stacks of detail. So printed torso, printed legs, rear printing. The headpiece has always been my personal favourite. So he's smiling, he's angry, and then you've got this just absolutely spectacular headpiece, which just goes over his eye. It's just a wonderful minifigure. And if you don't have it, I'd heartily recommend you add it to your collection. It's fantastic. The mini build is the exact opposite. It's rubbish. It's really poor. I've not got very much good things to say about it, but I'm struggling. There's parts wise, it's a lot of light and dark, medium grey, and some red trans elements. It's not a particularly attractive looking build. You can, so looking at the back of this, you can turn it into these other two builds. The Cyber Wrecker at level 2, that's okay. The Robot Laser Walker is not much good. And I don't think, crucially, that you can actually attach the minifigure to these as the game kind of, as it does there, as it implies there in the game. These are just Lego representations of what you see in the game. So the mini build is not great. But let's talk about. So in parts pack, no, I don't think it's pretty good either. So you're not getting a huge amount for your money there, but except you're getting Cyborg. So that might be enough, because it is now a rare deleted minifigure. So maybe it's worth it just for that alone. You'll need to make your mind up about that. So we'll talk about LEGO Dimensions, the game now, which is awesome. So when you drop Cyborg into the game, I'll quickly run through what his abilities are, because that crucially, that makes a big difference to me in terms of what each character does, because there's quite a bit of overlap in the characters. So if you're careful and you plan ahead, you might be able to save some money by just buying certain distinct characters. Cyborg's got a good spread of abilities. He can go underwater, which is really, really useful. You know, there are quite a few characters that can, but crucially, when you go underwater, you need a character that can then have lots of abilities that they can use underwater, because there are lots of puzzles underwater that require abilities that maybe are quite common, but you need to find a character who can swim as well as do them. So Cyborg can go underwater, and while he's there, he's got he can shoot lasers, which is for gold Lego elements, so you can blow up gold elements with that. He can grow, which gives him super strength. That's quite common, but the smash ability is really useful when you see the cracked have floor or wall pieces or roof pieces. That means you need a big character to smash them. He can do that. He can target things with his gun. That's not unique. Quite a few people can do that, but he can do the technology, which is kind of hacking the consoles. That's quite rare. Benny can do it. Doctor Who, Cyberman, Doc Brown, I think. So only a handful of characters there, and crucially, none of the 3 starter pack characters. As I mentioned before, Cyborg is a DC Worlds character, which means you can access the DC Worlds hub, but Batman can already do that. So you're not getting any additional content there. Of course, you need the starter pack to play the game, so you've probably already got Batman. So you're not getting anything by having anything extra by having Cyborg, but his underwater ability is very useful. Being able to shoot a laser underwater. Superman can do that. Not many others. Maybe one of the Ninjago characters. Off the top of my head, I'd have to look it up. So, yeah, he's got a couple of good abilities. So talk about Cyber Guard, so his mini build. Level 1 at the base level, it can do super strength, but Cyborg can do that as well, so there's nothing new there. At level 2, it can dig, So that's good. Digging's a good ability. You'll definitely need that when you're playing the game. And it can do silver Lego blow up. Plenty of other characters can do that, but so it can do dig and silver. That's good. And level 3, it can do a laser. But Cyborg can already do a laser, so that's a bit pointless. So it's not a brilliant mini build. It's not really very useful. And to be honest, since I've had this, I built it, but I've not used it. I've not needed to, because I've got other characters that can do all these things. Can't fly or anything. You just climb on it. It walks about as a mech. So it's not brilliant, but Cyborg's a decent character for laser, underwater, targeting technology, and growing for Super Smash. So that's good. But more importantly, he's a brilliant looking minifigure, and he's a rare minifigure as well. So this is a good way to get him if you've not got him previously. I think that pretty much covers everything. So, okay, I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions or any comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, thank you very much for taking the time to watch. If you've enjoyed the video, please drop us a like and maybe subscribe and share it if you don't mind. And it helps us spread the word. So, thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. And I'll be back with more reviews very soon. Thank you.